Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pumpkin Patch for a very special episode of Days of Halloween. Because today, on October the 6th, we are going to be celebrating Vampire Night. I'm your host, James Moser, and today on Days of Halloween is a themed episode of all vampire movies. All vampires. Bloodsuckers galore. All of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Let's find out which vampire movies don't suck. You see what I did there? I did the suck thing. Our selection for the Halloween classic film of the day goes to the 1987 movie Lost Boys. I'm gonna go ahead and go on record as to say Lost Boys is the greatest vampire movie ever made. Don't at me, because you're wrong. Lost Boys not only reinvigorated, it also reinvented the vampire genre, something that we need every couple of years anyway. But the idea of having good-looking, attractive vampires came from Lost Boys. Think of all the vampire media that we wouldn't have today if it wasn't for Lost Boys. We wouldn't have had Twilight. Oh man, I can't really get past the Twilight thing, but I mean, into each day a little rain must fall, right? Directed by Joel Schumacher and starring not one, but both of the Coreys, Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. It also has one of the greatest turns of a vampire ever in history, with Kiefer Sutherland playing David. You'll never grow old, Michael, and you'll never die, but you do need to feed. A woman and her children are moving after a divorce, restart their entire lives. She's moving in with her father, and they're all trying to acclimate themselves to their new normal, much like we're doing here in 2020. Is 2020 run by vampires? That explains nothing. As the family starts to acclimate themselves to this small town, they realize that they've moved to the murder capital of the world. And who's doing all the murdering? It's vampires. Vampire Night. It's Lost Boys. It was a vampire movie. I mean, you kind of pick up on that, right? The movie title itself is a reference to Peter Pan, Kids That Never Grew Up, which was the original incarnation of the film. More along the lines of Monster Squad was what the goal was for this film. Richard Donner was attached to direct. Then Joel Schumacher came in and said, nah, let's sexy this thing up. We're sexying up the whole thing. That's why we got the cast that we have: Kiefer Sutherland, Alex Winter, Bill from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and Excellent Adventure. We have Jason Patric in the lead. We have the Frog Brothers. The movie is quintessentially 80s. It's sort of like a John Hughes meets Dracula clash together. It's two great tastes that taste absolutely great together that we didn't even realize. If you haven't seen Lost Boys, you need to check it out. Also, you need to get yourself checked out if you don't think The Lost Boys is the greatest vampire movie ever. Take that, Bram Stoker's Dracula. I said what I said. Shots fired, baby. Our selection for the overlooked horror movie of the day goes to the 2008 film Let the Right One In. I can tell you nothing about this film without giving it away. I mean, I can tell you a little bit, I guess. You're looking for a recommendation, I guess I should give you something to work with, right? Okay. What can I tell? What can I say? Well, it's a love story. Maybe. Possibly. Hold on. No. Oh, yeah, no, I can't mention that. I can't mention that part at all. Anyway, the film is very well crafted. It has fantastic cinematography, and it tells you more without showing you. It's very vague, James. It's very, very vague. I think you'd be surprised just how much of this movie leaves itself open to your imagination. The entire finale is not actually on screen, but trust me, you know what happens. The film is amazing. There was a remake a few years later called Let Me In. Understand going into this film, it is not in English. It is subtitled, but it's worth it. This film is a masterpiece. If you want to make sure have a good vampire movie to see, you might want to actually let the right one in. Ha-ho! I'm here all day because I live here, and you can't go anywhere because it's 2020. Our selection for the Halloween in-between film goes to My Best Friend's a Vampire. Ironically, also released in 1987. Was there something in the water in 1987? Was there blood in the water? Is there blood in the water? My Best Friend's a Vampire is a goofy comedy. It stars Robert Sean Leonard from Dead Poets Society and René Auberjonois. That's right, I can't speak French, but I can say his name. Essentially, the film is a coming-of-age story. The story is about a young man who inadvertently becomes a vampire, and René Auberjonois, still saying it right, he just walks him through what it's like to actually become a vampire in society. My best friend's a vampire. My best friend isn't actually a vampire. Not really in real life. I mean, have I ever seen them in the sunlight? Our selection for the kids' classic Halloween film goes to Hotel Transylvania. I mean, you knew it was gonna be on the list somewhere when you saw this, right? It's Adam Sandler and all of his buddies, but this time, they're monsters. It's about a kid who stumbles onto a resort just for monsters, a sort of like vacation retreat home for them. It's run by Dracula, who's played by Adam Sandler. I do not say blah blah blah. The movie's really funny, it's enjoyable. I actually really like Hotel Transylvania. I think it's pretty good. Trust me, the kids will love it. Give it a try. Guess what, everybody? It's time. We knew it was going to happen, but it is time. For October the 6th, our selection for the Haunted House Spotlight goes to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando, Florida. What can we say about this haunt that hasn't already been said? It's great. It's amazing. Perfect. Grandiose. It's over the top. Hollywood caliber special effects. Hollywood caliber makeup. They have great pizza fries. I love all of the stuff. This place is a living, breathing city of Halloween during the Halloween season. Halloween Horror Nights has so much history and so many things going on. This little clip could not possibly do it justice. I'm going to link down below another YouTuber who's done an entire history of Halloween Horror Nights. Check them out. They're very long videos. There is a lot of history. Every year, Amusement Today chooses the best haunted house in the country, and Halloween Horror Nights has won it. Not once, not twice. I mean, they've won it 12 times. All right, 12 out of the last 14 years. 11 in a row, if you have a chance to see it. As always, check the website. This year, Halloween Horror Nights is not running in its usual capacity. However, they have opened their tribute store and 2 of their haunted houses. 2020 sucks, man. We were definitely going to Halloween Horror Nights this year. I hate 2020. And that does it, Pumpkin Patch. Those are your selections for the 4 Halloween movies and the 1 haunted house for you to check out for October the 6th, Vampire Night. As always, if you would please click or treat. That's where you like, share, and subscribe. You ring that notification bell so that you guys can get all of the notices when we decide to release something. Stalk us on all the social media sites. We hope you guys have enjoyed this, and please comment down below, what's your favorite vampire movie? And as always, thank you for riding with the Fall Horsemen, where Halloween lives and fall is forever. If you'll excuse me, I'm getting pretty hungry for some Chinese food. Mostly rice and noodles. I mean, they are noodles, right? They are rice, right? I mean... Hey guys, it's James from the future. The footage that I had recorded earlier didn't really take. I just wanted to poke my head in real fast and let you know that today, October the 6th, is my nephew Matt Moser's first wedding anniversary. I want to wish him and Savannah a very happy anniversary. Also, James from the past, if you can hear me, please, whatever you do, do not open the Welcome, Pumpkin Patch. Cut my finger earlier today. It's a coming of age story. We doing good? Alright. As Michael. No, as David. Oh my god. And Robert, who decides, he doesn't decide to become a vampire. Who decides to become a vampire? Don't change the movie on the fly. Our selection for the Halloween in between. My notes are almost useless. I don't see how that was going to be a thing. I had picked another movie and I scrapped that. This is ridiculous. Pew! Is that his name? I forgot the release date. I said it right, I just didn't have the, you know, Robert, Sean, Leonard, Patrick, Swayze. That's very vague. Goes. Looking at my notes, looking at my notes. Probably stupid, I don't know why I'm even doing that. This guy's gonna be the death of me.